Megan had always been intrigued by yoga, but had never actually tried it. One day, she decided to take the plunge and signed up for a beginner's class at the local studio. How hard can it be? She thought, especially after watching a few very impressive Instagram yogis twist into shapes that seemed physically impossible. On the day of the class, Megan was feeling good. She wore her best I Totally Do yoga outfit, complete with a mat she'd never used. When she walked into the studio, it was calm, dimly lit, and smelled like lavender, exactly like how she imagined a peaceful Zen garden would smell. Then the instructor, a serene-looking woman named Tara, instructed the class to start with the first pose, downward dog. Megan was a bit unsure, but she followed along, trying to get her body into the position, only instead of gracefully arching her back and resting her head between her arms, Megan fell forward and smacked her face directly onto the mat. Tara, in her calm and soothing voice, said, "That's okay. Just find your breath and breathe through it." Trying to salvage her dignity, Megan tried to ease back into the position. But now her legs were twisted in an awkward way that definitely didn't look like a dog. Instead, it looked more like a person trying to dodge a bee while also being very confused about their body's abilities. To make matters worse, the woman next to Megan, who was clearly a yoga expert, perfectly did a one-legged warrior pose without breaking a sweat. By the end of the class, Megan had somehow ended up in every possible wrong pose, including tree pose while standing on one foot and cobra pose, which more closely resembled stuck in a hammock with no upper body strength. She left the studio with sore muscles and ego slightly bruised, but at least she had learned one important lesson. Yoga is harder than it looks.